Something smooth yet sinister, coming through to diminish you, and this here's the finisher. Check it out.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Trey coming back at your screen by me into the World Wide Web. And today what I wanted to get into for you guys is a little bit of an explanation on how the SP system works on the new Omni Evo units. Alright, so last video I put up showed you all of the current Omni Evo units we have in the game right now, which is basically the starters. But today I'm going to explain to you what makes these starters better than pretty much your average units. Pretty much right now anything that goes up to 7-star, right? Omni is the best. So let me basically explain why. One of the added features that they have as a Omni unit is what's known as the SP system. And let me explain to you what that is, guys. Basically what that is a system that they set up in order to make your units better, unique. Alright, so they give you a list of options you can choose from, guys. Alright, so you saw how I access this. You go to units at the bottom, then you go to view units, pick the unit, the Omni unit. Alright, and then you see down here in the bottom right you have enhancements. Alright, now first of all, to unlock this, alright, to even unlock the ability to be able to do this, you have to first max out the level of the unit, which Omni units, at least ones that started at 7-star and then evolved up to Omni units, they go up to level 150. So first you must max out its level, alright, 150. Secondly, you must level up the BB to the point where you unlock the UBB. Alright, now once you've accomplished those two things, you know the little cutscene or the little wonderful effects you get when you unlock the UBB on the unit, and then there will be another animation after that which will be green and it'll say enhancements unlocked. Alright, and after that you have now accessed the SP system of the Omni unit. Alright, so how this works: you come here, you hit enhancements. Alright, when you touch enhancements, it's going to bring up this list right here. Okay, now these are all of the additional effects you can put on this specific unit. It varies for every unit, guys. Alright, there's no two units out here where this list is going to be exactly the same, at least not to my knowledge. Alright, so you see here up in the upper right here you have current SP. As soon as you unlock enhancements, they automatically give you 10 SP. Boom, right then and there, 10 SP. Alright, and if you see here, each little additional perk, if you will, has a SP requirement. For example, you see the first one here: damage taken may slightly restore HP. Alright, right here, boom. Alright, so it has an SP requirement of 10. Alright, which means you must have 10 SP points in your bank, so to speak, in order to be able to unlock that extra perk. Alright, now you can get up to a maximum of 100 SP on an Omni unit, guys. You start out with 10, you have to gain the additional 90. How do you do that? That is through fusion, guys. Alright, the best way or the easiest way I could think to explain this is very, very similar to leveling the BB of the unit. Alright, for example, you know when you level a BB, you either have to fuse fodder of the same type. For example, if they have a attack type BB, you have to fuse attack type fodder into the unit in order to have a chance to level up his BB level. You can give it burst frogs, you can give it dupes, you can give it burst emperors, so on and so forth, in order to get that BB level up. Well, it is very similar with leveling up or gaining SP points. Alright, in order to gain the other 90 SP points you need in order to be able to get to the maximum of 100, you have to fuse units into it, and I'm going to break it down to you like this. Alright, now on SP units, I'm not 100% confirmed on this, but I don't believe the type of fodder matters with the SP unit. Alright, like for the example I just gave, you had to fuse attack type fodder into an attack BB unit in order to have a chance to level up the BB. I don't believe you have to do that in order to get SP points. You can fuse any fodder into the unit and you have an opportunity of getting 1 SP point per piece of fodder that you fuse into the unit. Alright, now at the initial release of this SP system on Global Brave Frontier, that specific ability was bugged. Alright, it was not working. No matter if you fused 1,000 units into your Omni unit, it just was not working. Whether or not it's working as of the recording of this video, I am not sure, guys. I will tell you that up front. But any random fodder that you pick up while you're questing, vortexing, whatever the case may be, burnies, glowies, whatever, you fuse it into your Omni unit, you have a chance of getting 1 SP point per unit. All right, that was bugged. All right, initially every other way was working from the start. All right, and that is, you can get a duplicate of the unit. All right, so for example, I'm on Magrus here. All right, so if I fuse another Magrus into this Magrus here, it doesn't matter which where he's at as far as his evolution tree. He can be 2-star, 3-star, 6-star, whatever. If I fuse another duplicate Magrus into my Omni Magrus here, that's an automatic 5 points. All right, 5 SP points, boom, just like that, for fusing a duplicate of the unit. All right, you also have the option of using burst frogs. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up, the rest of these ways I do not recommend, but the option is there. You do have the option of using a burst frog in order to gain SP points. All right, a burst frog will give it a guaranteed 1 point added to the total of the 90 that you need to reach 100. All right, now you can also use a burst emperor in order to get a guaranteed 5 points added into the SP bank here. And then lastly, you can use a sphere frog. All right, now with the sphere frog, the unit has to already be dual sphere. All right, which basically means you have to already have fused a sphere frog into the unit before. If you have not fused a sphere frog into the unit before, all you will do is unlock your second sphere slot. You will not unlock the slot and get 10 points. It will not happen. All right, but every sphere frog that you fuse into the unit after that will give you an automatic 10 points. All right, now once again, those last 3 options I do not recommend, guys. Okay, they are much too valuable to be using for SP points, in my opinion. I don't recommend it, but like I said, the option is there. So once you have 100 SP points, then you just scroll along this list and pick which extra perks, if you will, you want on your unit. Now I will tell you flat out, as you can see, I have not done anything with my Magrus yet, but I can tell you flat out what I'm going to do with my Magrus right now. I will have this one add 50% damage reduction to his BB and SBB for 1 turn. I will add on this one. All right, adding this one on allows 50% damage reduction to last for 2 turns. All right, and when it has that little lock over it right there, that means you must get the skill before in order to be able to unlock it. So for example, you see it has the lock on this one. That's because I can't unlock that skill without first purchasing the skill above it. All right, and that's what that means. So I'm telling you right up front, I'm going to have those 2. That's a total of 80 points down the drain already. After that, you really don't have much of an option, guys. You only got 20 points left, so you can either get damage taken may slightly restore HP, damage taken may restore HP, which you have to get the one above it first, and then lastly, 5% reduction in damage from light types. All right, and that's pretty much it. But what I'm planning to do, the 2-turn mitigation and the 2 HP recoveries, guys, that's what my Magrus is going to look like at the end of the day. Now I definitely do like the UBB mitigation to last for 2 turns, but the reason that's not as valuable, guys, is because it's only on UBB. All right, you're going to use a UBB what, even in a trial, I mean, unless you're doing that junk forever, maybe 4 or 5 times, even in a trial, guys. All right, you're not going to use it too often. So the BB and SBB, in my opinion, is much more valuable, especially for 2 turns. And so that's how I'm going to spec my Magrus. Lastly about this, guys, you do have the option to reset your SP. So say you spent your points, all 100 of your points, and you decide, you know what, I want to make my Magrus different. So let me start over, get my 100 points back, and set my Magrus up different. All right, you do have the option to do that at the bottom. You see here the little red box, reset SP. All right, so you do have the option to do that. If you do that though, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to cost you 3 gems. All right, so if you want to change your points around, that's fine. Just have 3 gems at the ready, or you will not be able to do it. All right, so just want to make you aware of that. You may want to choose carefully which ones you pick, guys, because it's going to cost you in order to be able to go back and change it. All right, so make up your mind straight from the get-go how you want to spend your 100 points. to avoid wasting gems needlessly. All right. And I think that's about it as far as how the SP system works, guys. All right. One more thing I'll talk about briefly, and I won't get into too much detail because it is a very complicated system with the Omni units. But I will talk about it briefly, is the resonance system, guys. All right. Basically what that means is if a Omni unit sparks with another Omni unit and they deal 150% of their damage distribution and damage, they'll gain what's called resonance. It lasts for 2 turns, and it can apply certain buffs like 10% boost and attack defense recovery, 5% overdrive gauge fill rate per unit, matching the Omni unit's element. All right, and 1% mitigation versus the element that your Omni unit is weak to. All right. Now, I'm not going to get into much detail about this, guys. That's a whole separate video, and it is hard as heck to explain in a way that almost everyone will be able to understand. Just know that if 2 Omni units spark really good, you're going to get some stat bonuses. All right, that's basically the gist of it. All right, to keep it simple. And that's about it, guys. All right, so any questions, any comments, anything like that, go ahead and leave it down below in the comments. I'll do my best to get back to you on it, guys. Otherwise, that's going to wrap up this video. So I thank you for watching it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it helpful. And anything that wasn't quite clear or you need more clarification on, anything I may have missed, anything that may need correction, go ahead and leave it down in the comments, guys, because I am not perfect. I am not a guru. I don't know everything. I'm just telling you, pretty much what I've gathered from what I've been told, seen, and so on and so forth. All right. So like I said, hope it helps. But that's going to wrap this one up, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please continue to like, subscribe, favorite, share, comment, and everything else. And I'll be back at your screen with more Brave Frontier Global soon, guys. Peace out.